Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 13 of my Direwolf20 Let's Play. And we're going to be doing a little bit more of Botania. So first off, we got a little bit of mana generation going. It's great and all. I even added a few more hydrangeas. I'm probably saying that wrong, but they're good and all, but to be honest, not fast enough for my liking. So I've made a couple of these endo flames, and with how I placed them, that one, yeah, is connecting to there. That one's connecting to there. Okay. So if the endo flames, they produce mana by consuming things that burn. So for instance, if I toss this block of coal on it, it'll eat it up, and I think I have my particles turned off at the moment. Yeah. And start giving more mana, or start giving mana to the spreader. Now, for the moment, I'm going to keep them manual because I don't intend to keep them as my main source of mana. I have plans in the future for what I will do, but they'll work for the meantime. So, I've got some mana production. What's the next step? Next step, I need a mana diamond. Well, either that or a mana pearl, but I currently am lacking ender pearls to turn into mana pearls. But with that and 5 living rock, you get a runic altar. And with the runic altar, you go and place that down. You can craft several magical items that you otherwise wouldn't be able to. The runic altar is important for crafting your runes. So let's see, where does it talk about different runes? Probably I can't remember. I'll find it. But those runes are used for making more complex flowers and whatnot. So, for instance, something like the thermal lily. It requires two runes, one of earth, one of fire. The rune of earth requires 3 mana steel, a stone, a block of coal, and a mushroom. While the rune of fire, 3 mana steel, nether brick, gunpowder, nether wart. And actually I think I may have just figured out where the runes are. In runic altar, if you go farther, yeah, it talks about rune of water, earth, air, fire. Then it goes into spring, summer, autumn, and winter, and those 4 require two of the previous runes. Ah, shoot, wrong button. So, for instance, let's see, we've got water, earth, air, and fire, and the spring requires fire and water. Summer requires earth and air. Autumn, fire and air. And winter, water and earth. So, but then after that we go into, we also get a rune of mana, which requires mana pearl and 5 mana steel. But then we also get into I think they're the 7 deadly sins. So the rune of lust requires of air and of summer. Gluttony, fire and winter. So you see these ones require one of the basic 4 elemental ones and one of the 4 time of year, summer, spring, winter, fall, seasons, and one of the 4 seasons runes. Yeah. So greed requires water and spring, while sloth, air and autumn, wrath, winter and earth, envy requiring water and winter, pride, fire and summer, and so yeah. And they are used for all sorts of things. Now, I know what I'm going to be using it for this episode, but I'm going to need to get some materials, and we'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back after grabbing a few things and making another mana spreader and hooking it to the runic altar, and the bookmark system is actually rather helpful. So I want to get this Band of Aura. Off camera I made myself a mana tablet. It's not that hard, just some living rock and a mana pearl or a mana diamond, both of which you get from tossing either a pearl or a ender pearl or diamond into a mana pool. But this Band of Aura needs 4 mana steel and a rune of mana. I then also wish to see about upgrading it in a bit, but that's going to require the making of something else. So let's get ourselves 4 mana steel. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that set aside for the ring. And then we need 5 more for the rune. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we should have 9. And then we're also going to need a mana pearl. And we seem to be running a little bit low on mana, but give it a minute and should be able to actually just a second. Accepting mana from items. Testing out the mana tile, I took some of the mana from the pool. Let's give it back. There we go. Should have plenty now. Okay. Now, if we take that and go 1, let's see. No, I think you right click. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1. I should be able to right click, and I'll start moving mana from here through the spreader to here, and I'm going to need myself a living rock, and as soon as that's done, in order to complete it, you toss. I like the particle effects, but you toss a living rock on top of it, and then you right click it, and you do that with any of your runes. Now this Band of the Aura, it generates mana and fills your mana things, but you need to put it in here. And in theory, it should start filling this mana tablet slowly. At least according to the book, that's what it does. I think I have it in the right place. Can you put things in the wrong place? I don't think you can. No, that has to be the place. So it should be filling my mana tablet. I'm not seeing anything, but who knows. Let's take another look at this then. Okay, Band of Ore, bit of a deviation from typical Band of Mana, in which instead of storing mana, it slowly, while equipped, creates it and stores it into mana-containing items in the wearer's inventory. So like the mana tablet. Using some Terra Steel allows for an upgrade, which lets it generate mana at a significantly faster rate. Okay. So we're done with that bookmark. And in order to make Terra Steel, I'm going to need a few things. 5 living rock, 4 lapis, and a terrestrial agglomeration plate. Yeah, let's get rid of you. And this is how you make the terrestrial agglomeration plate. A block of mana steel, rune of fire, rune of air, rune of earth, rune of water, rune of mana, and 3 lapis blocks. So yeah, I think that's probably going to take me a little bit. And I'm going to want to do a little bit of reading here, but this is another crafting device of the Botania mod, and in order to get the upgrade that I want, it's going to be necessary. So I'll be back once I have things ready. You know, I've really got to hand it to the person who made this mod, Botania. They did a really good job. I mean, all the crafting that they implemented, and pretty much none of it GUI based, and I probably got those in the wrong order. Let me take a look here. Fire, air, earth, water. I was close. But yeah. Tossing stuff into here. You're crafting something, but it's not using a GUI. It's not using a normal machine GUI or anything like that. You've got the crafting that goes on over here. It's actually kind of amazing, all the world crafting that he does. And so yeah, let's go ahead and get another batch of stone around that. So almost ready. Just got a few more things to grab, and I will be ready. Okay, now if I've got it right, this thing is made. Let's move this torch. It's made like that, and you want to put a spark on top of it. Seeing these two sparks are connected, and if you're wondering how a spark's made, it's in the book. You need two mana petals, a gold nugget, and 6 blaze powder. Blaze powder on the sides, mana petals bottom, middle, and top middle, and the gold nugget right in the center. And you need 2 of them in order to get them connecting. Now, for what I want to do, unfortunately, requires a half full mana pool to be able to make 1 mana Terra Steel. 1 Terra Steel. So, upgrading it is going to be a little ways away. But one thing that's really nice, this has been working. My mana tablet is all the way up to 33 out of 1,000. So it has been working. So if I go ahead and just drop it on there, let deposit, and pick it back up. 15, and has some lag spike there. Okay. Yeah. So it's empty, and so I'm able to just generate mana walking around the world, and so yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get some better mana generation, and for my plans, I've set something up. I've gotten an ender tank and a ender pump in the nether, sucking up lava, connected, and I've got another ender tank. What my plan is with let's see, thermal lilies, which suck up lava, and a floodgate from Buildcraft. If we take a look at that, floodgate, and not too complicated to make. That will fill up an area beneath it and around it with lava. What I'm planning on doing, it'd be easier to go to my test world and show you. So, meet you there in my test world. Okay, here we are in my test world. So, you see this portable and creative portable lava tank is representing the tank that I'd be placing on top of it. Got a floodgate here. I've got blocks on the sides preventing it from placing lava on the side, so it's just placing it straight down, and it will fill this entire space all the way down here with lava. And these are floating thermal lilies. So basically, you take your thermal lily and put it on a floating island. I've got a whole bunch of these, and these provide a lot of mana really fast from sucking up lava. And so basically, eventually, I'm going to have a setup similar to this in my world, and you can see it just finished filling this mana pool, and I did some testing with the orchid here, which takes stone and generates ores in the stone. But so yeah, and with that, a quick look at my test world. And yes, things are loading here. It's not imagination. testing out with an item or two, having a little bit of fun. So yeah, and while testing, I actually found out that the spreaders. Now this is a really advanced spreader, the Gaia mana spread. Gaia, Mother Earth mana spreader, being the most advanced one. But basically, they can get mana from flowers up to 5 blocks away in, I think, all directions. So it goes 5 blocks down, 5 blocks up, and I could expand it 5 blocks out. But this is the basic idea. Now that is a lot of thermal lilies, and I'm probably not going to have that set up really soon, but I do intend to get this sort of thing set up fairly soon. So yeah, back to my world, and with that we've pretty much hit wrapping up point, and I just wanted to do one more rune with you guys on camera, because it's just that awesome watching it happen. You see the mana going to the runic altar, the items floating around it beautifully, the wonderful lightning particle effects that indicates that it's ready, and then drop that on, right click, and out pops the rune. And the rune starts floating around it. Okay, so this is the TheFoxfiend with a rune floating around me. Signing off. Have a good day. See y'all later.